All right.
I just wanted to say, like, super thankful for all of the Vikings, everyone in the organization. My friends and family have been there with me the entire way. I always knew God had a plan for me, and this is something that I've been working for a really long time. So I'm super thankful, super grateful for the Vikings organization for picking me in the 6th round. It's a great moment for sure. So yeah, y'all can ask whatever y'all would like to.
Will
Well,
was you go, Kyle.
okay. The guy who scouted you was telling us earlier just about how he would pop in and ask other Alabama players that were visiting about you and how you fit into the team. Just curious about how that kind of worked with the dynamic of, making the kicker is sometimes off to the side a little bit, but it seems like your teammates didn't feel that way. So how did that dynamic work for you at Alabama?
I think, like, especially as a kicker, kickers can be seen that type of way to where they're not really connected to the team, and that's not really something that I wanted to be. I wanted to be somebody that was super connected with the team. Being a leader, I think, at Alabama helped me a lot because I could, make connections with other players and, root them on, be their biggest cheerleader when they're on the field. So just making those types of connections and staying involved. And then I think, like, as a kicker too, everybody can see your work ethic and just seeing how hard you work. And I think that they kind of have respect for guys that work hard at any position. So I think that's something that's helped me out as well.
Will, how aware were you of just the Vikings' interests? Like how surprised or not were you by them picking you today?
I wasn't. I mean, I was really hoping that the Vikings would pick me. I knew that they were pretty interested in me, just with a lot of the meetings that we've had in the pre-draft process, and I was really, really hoping that the Vikings would pick me because I know how great of an organization it is. Obviously, it's inside. It's very kicker friendly. So I'm super pumped up about it. Couldn't be more excited.
Is kicking indoors like something you're thinking about pretty deeply in the process?
I mean, I think, like, I just wanted to be picked, honestly. I mean, at the end of the day, it's my lifelong dream to play in the NFL, and the Vikings has given me an opportunity to come in and compete, and so I'm super grateful for that. That wasn't really part of my thinking, but it is an extra added bonus.
Will, what do you tell people about what it's like to be kicker on Nick Saban's team?
I think that he demands a lot of competitiveness and great play for every position, not just quarterbacks and receivers and every other position. I think he demands that type of success from every position. So, but I've learned a lot from Coach Saban, and really happy that I went to Alabama. I feel like I developed a lot as a player and as a person, and I think that playing at Alabama and playing our Coach Saban really helped me in my career.
Will, the special teams coach was telling us that he asked you a question, I think during a Zoom or something, about if a coach ever offered a correction to you and you didn't agree with it, what would you do in that situation? I'm curious how you took that question and what your answer was, and if it was based on any prior experience or just, if you'd ever had that happen before.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always like willing to hear coaching. I don't think that I'm somebody who's perfect, and I think that that goes with any position. I think that everyone should be able to listen to coaching and take into what the coaches are willing to say. I feel like I'm a very coachable player, and I'm always looking to find a way to make myself be a better player. So I think that, it'd be kind of stupid to not listen to any type of coaching, whether it works or whether it doesn't work. You can at least try it and just see, if it's better for you as a player.
Will, what's the backstory of you kicking in the first place? Maybe before Hoover, however age you were, whatever age you were.
Yeah, so I grew up playing soccer. I started when I was like 2 years old, and soccer was like my first passion. And I got into like 2nd or 3rd grade, and my dad decided that I needed to be a little bit tougher on the soccer field. And so I signed up for the football team. And when it came for kicking tryouts, I was the only soccer player on the team. So I won the job, and found out that I really loved it, really loved doing it, and, just kind of stuck with it and been training ever since. And so I've been kicking since, I was 2nd or 3rd grade. So it's been a super long life dream to play in the NFL. So I'm just super excited about it.
Will, is there a kick or a particular kick from your college career that stands out above the rest? And how much did kicking in the SEC in that pressure packed environment prepare you for the NFL?
Yeah, I think some of my favorite kicks in my career were the Rose Bowl this year. I always feel like, being a kicker, it's super important to be able to kick well in big time pressure situations. I think playing in Alabama, you have so many opportunities to do that. Whether it's top 15 matchups, I mean, pretty much almost every week we're playing in primetime games every night. So it was very challenging playing at a place like that where you just you have pressure on you all the time. Especially playing in Alabama, we're one of the best programs in college football, where you're just under the microscope all the time. So that's something that I take a lot of pride in for sure.
Well, I'm sure you would have had interest in from the NFL if you had come out last year. Went into the decision to stay another year?
Yeah, I felt like I still had some areas to improve. I still felt like I could get better on field goals from distance. The years before, I wasn't as consistent when you get past like 50 yards. So that was one thing that I really worked on this offseason. And then also my kickoffs, I felt I could get a lot better at my touchback percentage and just my hang time and distance on them. I felt I could get a little bit stronger and still continue to develop to try to be a better player. So that's the reason why I came back to school.
Well, you talked about connecting with teammates and just wanting to be a leader and have that relationship. Just wondering what your thoughts are on coming to Minnesota, obviously with Dallas Turner, and then I know Kyrie Jackson was there for a season before going to Oregon.
Yeah, me and Dallas, I mean, obviously we've played together for a long time. It's crazy that we're going to be, teammates again. It's awesome. He's a great player. I love him to death. And then Kyrie, actually, it's kind of funny. We were really good friends at Alabama, and then we saw each other again at the Senior Bowl and kind of got to see each other again. And then now we're going to be teammates again. So it's awesome.
Anything else for Will?
Yeah, Will, I'm from the UK. Heard you mention soccer there. Is there an English soccer team that you're a fan of?
I guess I'd say Manchester United, because I'm a huge Ronaldo fan. So I was like a big Real Madrid fan growing up because that's who he played for when I was super young. And then, I mean, he started his career at Man United, obviously. So if I had to pick a team, I'd pick Man United.
And this season you'll be kicking potentially at the fabulous Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So how would that feel for you?
Yeah, that would be crazy. Me and my wife have talked about trying to go somewhere in England to catch a soccer game, just because, I still try to watch it every now and then, and it'd be super cool. So that'd be super awesome to play in a stadium like that.
And have you got a message for Vikings UK fans?
Let's keep going. Obviously, I'm a kicker. I'm a soccer background. Hopefully, I get some love out there, but super proud to be a part of the organization.
Top man, thanks.
All right, Will, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you.